Let me know when.
If you can share the live link.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum, everyone, and welcome to our update and what we're looking forward to, inshallah, in Ramadan. As always, we're excited that you guys are all here, and we have so much to share with you. The important thing right now is that with all the stuff that's going on in Palestine, it's it's kind of heavy for us getting into Ramadan. So I felt, and we all felt, that this was very important. We needed to talk a little bit about, what we see going on and how An-Nisa will handle Ramadan this year, inshallah. So we're hoping and praying that there will be relief for the people of Palestine very soon. And we will, of course, keep them in our dua so Ramadan, they can start off on the right way also along with us. So today we just I know we haven't been with you guys, for a while. It's just because we've been extremely busy. But we're here today to give you a little bit of what we were doing and what we look forward to be doing in the next few months, inshallah. So I know we have quite a few branches in An-Nisa. Last year, mashallah, we were able to bring on quite a few branches, which is education or advocacy branch, roadmap, then emerging youth have been on. So there's a lot of updates to share with you, and we only have 30 minutes. So we're going to try to do it as quickly as possible. So I'll start with our education, and the Director of Education, Sadaf Patel, she can give you some information on what her and her team are doing. Go ahead, Sadaf.
Thank you, Bibi. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. It's so good to be with you all again. It's been a while. I hope everyone's doing okay. I know it's hard to be mentally in a good space with everything going on, but I wanted to give you guys some positive news. We've been doing a lot in education, and it's a very needed and important branch that I'm glad that Bibi decided to start this because we have domestic violence for so long, and we saw that it wasn't helping just, putting a band-aid on the caseworking. So we needed to do something for prevention. And the best thing for prevention is educating the community on what a healthy relationship looks like. So what we've done is we've gone to various different masjids, community centers. We've had our own, workshops on things like communication, conflict resolution, anger management. And by doing these interactive workshops at different places, we've been working with families, we've been working with women, and we have we do scenarios, and we actually bring up children and fathers and mothers and work on how to communicate with each other in a family system. And we teach simple techniques that they can take home and actually make a difference in how they interact within the family system. And it's changed a lot of dynamics within these families, and it's been very well received. Alhamdulillah. Aside from that, we've also been having parenting sessions, because parenting, of course, is our most important job. So at An-Nisa Training Center, we've had several different parenting sessions, which have been phenomenal in teaching parents how to interact with their kids, whether they're teenagers, how to raise resilient children, how to raise confident children, the brain and the child. So all of these different things that really help you, because that is our biggest job, and it takes a village to raise our children, and that's what we're trying to create, a village.
Yeah.
Aside from that, we've been going to schools, to Islamic schools, and teaching about, our counselors have been talking about bullying, anti-bullying, who am I? These kind of things that children, middle school, high school, and elementary are really loving, and they're learning a lot, because bullying, and I have personal experience with bullying, really impacts a child so much that those impacts have the repercussions for life. And it can cause depression, it can cause anxiety. And it's very important to not only nip it in the bud, but also teach the bully and the people bullied what to do, and where to go for help. So these are a few of the things we've been doing. We have a lot more in store. We've been training on boundaries, on who am I, on anger management. And these things are what we're going to bring about next in our next round. We've done 67 presentations in the last year, and we have so many more that we're going to do. So we're really excited. Let us know. We have a link online. If you want us to come to your community, to your center, let us know. We'd be happy to come.
Very good. Thank you, Sada, for that update. And next is going to be Dr. Hamdan. And I'll be honest, I know when I am on my low and my deep down and I just want to cry, she's the person I go to. I know she's sick and tired of me most of the time, but she gives you the best advice, and she brings your heart to a place where it can rest. So, Dr. Hamdan, you go ahead with help us, please.
You, baby. First of all, thank you, Sada, for sharing a ton of things that we have been doing. I try not to, I don't want to overload you with all the great things we've been doing, and I wanted to kind of use this time to kind of share and educate you on what you can do with your mental health, because Ramadan is right around the corner, and a lot of times, it just creeps up on us, and then we're just worried about fasting and going to iftar or making our prayers, and we're constantly playing catch up. And given that it's 2 weeks away, I want to use this opportunity to highlight three important things. Number one, your mindset. Many people get into, I know there's some people that are like, they're so excited for Ramadan, but then there's a lot of people that are like, oh my God, 2 more weeks, and they're dreading it. And that mindset actually sets the tone for your Ramadan. And so instead of saying, oh, I have to fast, changing even your language and actually saying, I get to fast. Just changing that language from I have to fast to being an obligation that feels heavy to I get to fast seems like something that you actually have the privilege of doing because you've made it to this Ramadan. And try to go into, instead of fixating on the hunger, what are the actual benefits that you're going to get from fasting? Okay, so my first point is your mindset. Try to have a positive mindset about it. From now, start programming yourself daily. Like, I'm going to connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'm going to get more connected to my faith, to my community, with my family members. The second thing that I want you to do, and all of the An-Nisa team, I spent a couple of weeks kind of educating them on your brain and goal setting, is have at least 2 or 3 goals before Ramadan starts. And the reason why that's important is because when you set a goal, your brain, there's a part of the brain called the reticular activating system that will help put the steps in place for those goals. So whether it's reading the Quran, whether it's doing a halaqah, whether it's, listening to more videos, just have some clear goals. Don't make them too complicated, like, oh, I'm going to finish the Quran 3 times, or, even if you tell yourself, I'm going to read 5 pages a day. Like, just have some goals that you can achieve, because if you can actually see it, then you'll actually do it. And then the third thing is I want to talk about is community. This is the time that, Ramadan is about, gathering and connecting with your community. It's connecting with your creator, connecting with your family, and then connecting with your community. So, I mean, not every day, but at least once a week, if you can't make it, try to make it at least to the prayers, the Tarawih prayers, or to, the gatherings on the weekends that they're doing, whether it's an iftar with a group of people. But the intention of the community and the gathering is it also reminds us of our purpose. We are social creatures. And for a lot of people, Ramadan is not that exciting because it's very lonely. So if you know someone who's having iftar by themselves, invite them over. That really takes a toll on their mental health, eating iftar by yourself. So if you know someone's going to break iftar by themselves, ask them to join you. And plus you get the hasanat if you break someone's fast with you. So it's a win-win. So those are the three things, mindset, try to go in with a positive mindset, set some goals, and make sure you do some type of connection, whether going to the mosque to pray tarawih, inviting someone over for iftar, just being intentional about those three things is very, very important. And of course, if you're struggling with your mental health, we have an amazing team of mental health therapists. Or if you want to take a look at your brain scan, 2023, we did over 133 brain scans and over 1,000 neurofeedback sessions, and thousands of mental health counseling sessions. So inshallah, we look forward to doing more of that. But for the next 2 weeks, with Ramadan coming up, focus on your mental health and be intentional about using it to grow both spiritually, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Thank you.
And Dr. Hamdan, you know the way, like when Ramadan is very close, like a month away, you feel like everything is so lower. Like even your iman kind of like, gets a little lower. And then as it gets closer and closer to Ramadan, you start to feel this, I don't know, it's like an excitement that you get. Um, this year, honestly, Ramadan is just a gift to all of us. And more than ever, I feel like we needed Ramadan this year.
Yes.
Right? Isn't that the way we were all feeling? Okay, good. Thank you so much, Jazakallah khair, for that. Next, we have our advocacy department, and one of our newest addition, because her director is on vacation, Razi, and I honestly, I really miss her. I'm going to just throw that in there. But we have Sarah, who's very capable of filling in, to talk about their advocacy and what they're up to. Go ahead, Sarah.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. I just wanted to give a few updates on what we accomplished last year and where we're going for this year. As you guys may have already heard, the Judicial Awareness and Training Act was signed into law, and this requires judges to complete domestic violence training. Along that line, we offered our first continuing legal education course entitled Neurobiology in the Court. And that is something we offer to prosecutors in Fort Bend, and we hope to expand that by offering another CLE this year and expanding it to prosecutors, as well as offering our second annual Judges Luncheon. We also offered our inaugural continuing medical education course. This was a neurobiology of trauma course that we offer to physicians in the Houston area. For 2024, we want to offer another CME, but expand this to include other health professionals such as nurses, optometrists, and dentists. And looking into our university partnerships, we had an amazing year. We actually partnered with the MSAs at various universities, including the University of Houston, Rice, Texas Southern University, to offer support sessions to students to help them navigate academic stresses. And in each of these sessions, we included a dua for Palestine, since this was on the horizon at the same time. In addition to the student session that we held at Rice, we were invited by Rice University to offer training sessions to the university undergraduate staff, as well as the university's counselors and well-being staff. And in these training sessions, Dr. Hamdan shared the history and current situation of Gaza and provided insights on what Muslim and pro-Palestine students are experiencing and feeling. She addressed mental health stigma and highlighted effective clinical practices. So we hope to continue to further the relationships that we fostered in 2023 at these universities, and also expand that to other universities in the area, such as Texas A&M and HCC. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sarah. That was excellent. You said so much in such a little time. Thank you so much. One thing I just wanted to throw in there is that Dr. Hamdan, I know she hates to be complimented, especially on a live Zoom or whatever, but mashallah, she has been everywhere doing all of these events. And honestly, people are like shocked that they're amazed at when she teaches them and they actually learn. They're like, oh my gosh, we never even knew this about ourselves. So again, Dr. Hamdan, Jazakallah khair for always running with us everywhere. And I know sometimes you don't want to go, but we pull you, but thank you for always letting us pull you wherever we feel. Sadaf, I'll just jump in with you for a minute quickly about domestic violence. I know that's your love, but go ahead.
I just wanted to, let everybody know that we're still caseworking with, even though there's all this stuff going on, we are still working with victims and survivors of domestic violence. And if you, we'd love to educate the community about the, what abuse is and the signs, the red flags and everything. So if you know anybody that's going through something, feel free to refer them to us. We have DVAF funding. We have other things that we are working very diligently with our clients on. So it's an unfortunate situation and we're trying to prevent it, but it happens. And so we're here for you with referrals, with guidance, and working with you side by side. So if you're going through something or you know somebody who's going through something, feel free to let us know, and fill out our form, and we'll work with you.
And on the other side of domestic violence, we have our roadmap program, which actually helps any relationship. It can be spouse, it can be a parent and a child, it can be siblings. If they're in a crisis and they feel that they need help to rebuild their relationship, the roadmap program is for that. And alhamdulillah, we have been very, very successful with our program. We've had many couples that have come with difficulties, and they've learned the tools and skills to move on. And then from there, sometimes we send them to individual counseling with Dr. Hamdan's team, or with Tahira and her marriage counseling. But alhamdulillah, it's been such a success that I can't even begin to explain to you. So that anybody who's interested, you can go on our website at your roadmap and get information. Okay, my favorite, I'm so excited, is our community fulfillment, all of our events, because those are honestly the things that give us all the happiness in the heart and everything. So Amara is here to talk a little bit about what's coming and whatever is going on with her team.
Yay, Assalamu alaikum. I am so excited that I get to talk about the fun part. But alhamdulillah, thank you all for joining in, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here. So last week we had a health fair, and mashallah, it was an amazing event. We had about 7 to 8 doctor teams there. We had the Houston, I'm sorry, BB, that was they were giving out vaccines.
Harris Health.
Harris Health was giving out vaccines, so that was really good. And the community loved it, the refugees loved it, and alhamdulillah, the engagement was great. So we wanted to thank you all for your donations for our goodie bags for the health fair. Alhamdulillah, we were able to make 200 bags, hygiene kits, with the donations that we got from you guys. And of course, the most wonderful time of the year is here. It's Ramadan. And obviously, we don't stay quiet in Ramadan. That's our busiest time of the year. So inshallah, like always, we have our Eid drive this year. And inshallah, starting next week, we are going to start collecting gently used, excellent condition, brand new clothes for women, kids, men, and inshallah. And then we will give those out. We will have our toy drive, inshallah, which we will partner with one of our Houston influencers, inshallah, and you will hear about that soon, inshallah. And also this year, we are not giving out during Ramadan food iftars, but we are going to go visit all our families, and inshallah, we are going to give them food vouchers based on their family size, based on their need, based on our assessment. When we visit them, we are going to give out the family food vouchers. So yeah, we are really excited for Ramadan, and inshallah, with everything that's going on in the world, it's just a little bit of a silver lining, happy time for us. So alhamdulillah, jazakallah khair for all your donations and for enabling us to do whatever we do, because without your support, we could not do anything. Thank you.
Yes, for sure. 100% our community is everything. It's our backbone. And actually, we're just doing the work that they, provide us the support, and everything that we need comes from our community. So one very, very important thing that I want to talk about is, remember last month or something, we had that winter freeze. And we put out a post saying, anybody that needs help, let us know if you need blankets or heaters or something. It was so surprising that everyone except for 2 people who called the helpline for help simply asked for food. And it was scary because, we never think about it, that, food is the main thing that somebody would be out of, especially in our community, because we have such a large amount of food always going out. But the scariest thing is now we're having all the families coming in from Gaza. An-Nisa has taken in a few families already. And it was really sad because today we got 2 new families that came. And when we asked them, what do you need for your home? Do you have beds? Do you have furniture? Whatever. Both of the families just looked at us and said, all we need is help with rent and food. And that was really, really it really, really shakes me when somebody asks for food. So the reason I'm telling you this is because we're starting to get the families in from Gaza. They don't want to be here long term, right? They want to be here for as long as they need to be here. And we have to help them because they do not have any status, they don't have jobs, they won't have the ability to actually go out and get an income anytime soon. So inshallah, as our community, I know always steps up to do amazing work. And with ISGH also always helping, alhamdulillah, and we're here. So we're hoping, inshallah, we'll be able to do the best that we can do, inshallah, for these families. So our hands are going to be full, guys, in the next few months, because we still have a lot of Afghani refugees that are coming in. We have a lot of people that need help. They still need clothing. Today I got like 2 messages of people that just came in that need beds and stuff. It's an ongoing process. So inshallah, it'll be great. Ramadan is here and we'll be able to get a lot of families situated, inshallah. So we're excited at An-Nisa for sure. And I think all of our team, all of our volunteers, all of, the logistic team, the event team, I don't know, our helpline, we have like 19 branches of people I would need to mention. Jazakallah khair, everyone, for helping and making everything we do a success. We're truly blessed. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is amazing in the way he gives us so much to do, alhamdulillah. And honestly, one of my dua every day is for Allah to keep giving us work to do, because that's our way to Jannah. And my team is amazing. Everybody on here and all the 100 of volunteers that we have with An-Nisa, everybody's amazing. Never ever step back. They're always stepping forward. So thank you all, everyone. Anyone have anything else to say? Did I miss
Do
something?
you want to talk about the youth group? What we're
Oh
planning?
yes. Oh yes. So this year, 2024 will be all about our emerging the emerging youth, right? The emerging leaders. So that is about to be launched pretty soon. And inshallah, it's going to be amazing. We have, it'll be from like the age of like 14 all the way to 30 of the young people coming together and doing amazing things in the community. I think this is going to be my favorite program Vanessa, but I say that about all the programs anyway. So thank you, Sada, for reminding me. That's coming, inshallah. You'll hear a lot about it right after Ramadan. And we will be, inshallah, starting our monthly khutbahs again, inshallah, on family, but also on youth. So the youth have picked topics that they would like to talk about. I'm telling you, we're very, very excited about our youth program, inshallah. So thank you all for joining. Anyone have anything else to say? Amara, anybody? Okay.
Good.
Thank you all for joining, and inshallah we will update you after Ramadan. And it was really, really a pleasure, and it's always a beautiful blessing to have you guys and to do work for you. It's really our blessing. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, guys.
Everyone, jazakallah khair.
Bye.
Jazakallah.
Assalamu alaikum.